Hello everyone. Okay, in this video I will explain the performance and the way you can do it in TV and the way you can do it in real life. So why in real life? Okay, because the way I did it in the performance, I was using this gimmick, but with this gimmick you cannot do it actually in real life. There are other ways to do it in real life, and which I'm gonna explain later. But this is how it actually works in the performance. I have the mark, a black mark right over here, but this is how this is where my elbow is supposed to be, because you know the camera director of this video, Enrique, he's the one. He was actually sliding the gimmick right under my arm, and it's supposed to stop right here in the mark. And the smoke he actually used is cigarette smoke, which is not to encourage people to smoke. Actually, it's the opposite. So when it stops, you know, the thumb between the middle and third finger, I'm gonna cover the between the fingers. So the gimmick and the ring, which is supposed to be attached at the end, it's going to hide it from the camera perspective. But when the gimmick goes in my hand, so because it's clippy between my second and third finger, I can move it from side to side while the smoke is still producing. You know, to do it in real life, I'm not going to use smoke, because to produce smoke, usually magicians have it under the sleeve. And I'm going to teach you how you can do it in real life without the sleeve and without using the smoke, which don't matter. But look, actually, you know, I don't know if you realize how bad is the cigarette smoke that after several tries, you can see the pipe is completely yellowish. That's why I don't recommend anybody to use cigarette smoke. And because you know, the ring was gold or yellowish color, so it doesn't really look so bad from the camera distance. And that's why it's not too complicated. Just you know, one of those days you have to be lucky to perform this trick. And you know, TV magicians using camera cuts, and good magicians, but don't matter. In my opinion, it's not good to use camera cuts. And sometimes if you do a camera cut, you better have a good excuse to do a camera cut. And the good excuse is, you know, shooting people, the audience, which the audience might be looking at different illusion or something pretty similar, so the reaction and their comments is something related to the performance. But you can do this illusion on TV and pretend you're doing it with hundreds of people around you without using actors, because they actually know you're not looking on this. They are not actually watching this performance in reality. But I'm going to teach you right now how you can do it in real life, how you can produce a real finger ring. You can show the empty hand and 5 fingers open in the front of your hand and the back of your hand, nothing around, and just catch it from the thin air and produce. You can appear the finger ring right there. And this is a real performance as you watch it. To perform this amazing trick, you can also recommend you to practice it on the mirror a lot of. It's pretty simple actually, but it's only in the invisible thread. And when you do this kind of romantic illusions, it's not too much lights around, so it's gonna help a little bit more. I have it right behind my hand, but from this view nobody see it. When you close your hand, don't close it actually. The only tricky part is just switching from the back to the front. So it's now in the front. So when you show the front and you show the back, I try to ball my hand so they don't see you switching hand like that, and let it drop from the back to the front. And this is pretty neat illusion without using smoke and without using sleeves, which I don't recommend anybody to use sleeves, of course, because the first thing people would think is you coming from the sleeves, you know. That's why I'm using an invisible thread. I'm gonna tell you in a minute how you can get invisible thread, but let me explain to you right now how I did it using invisible thread. I just do a loop about that size, and it goes right around my thumb, so it's not too loose, but you can have better control when you use the small size. And when I use invisible thread, I use tape. You can use tape at the end, so because it's too thin and it's kind of, you know, complicated to really see the ends or see just the thread, the invisible thread. But use a scotch tape and put it at the end, so you can do a loop around, and it's gonna be easier and better for you to see. It's good to use at least like 3 or 4 loops. The invisible, because this is nylon, and it's kind of hard to really tight it up, because you cannot do a lot of pressure. So you always do like about 3 or 4, at least 4 you can, 4 loops, and that's it. Just put it right behind, and the loop is the thicker part of the string or the thread. You can just leave it surround something close the engagement ring, so it's more heighted, so it's not in the finger. Now the invisible thread is really hard to see in a medium light source, and you know, this is a secret of many people. They don't even want to tell you, actually, and for obvious reasons. The stores, magic stores, they get the invisible thread from these sources. This is the woolly nylon thread. This is the regular woolly nylon, and this is the extra woolly nylon. Let me put a white paper over here so you can see better. So you can see the thickness. You see a huge difference right here. This one is 1,000 meters, and this is just 300 meters. Why? Well, because this is an extra. This is 3 times stronger. And if you buy woolly nylon so you can get, I mean, thousands of performances without, you know, expending too much money. And the extra is, like I said, three times stronger, and it's much better. The extra. Don't buy just the woolly nylon. Buy the extra woolly nylon. And this is like about $4.99. I get it at $4.99. And this is a great way you can get it as much as you want so far. In magic stores, they sell it to you for $2.99, 10 feet. Well, it depends the magic store. Let me show you the difference right now between the extra and the woolly nylon and regular woolly nylon. And as you can see, this one is the extra. It's really flexible, and it's much better, because the woolly nylon, the regular woolly nylon, is really flexible, and you can break it up pretty easily. Now this is the invisible thread, and you know, in each piece you can get like about, I believe like 20 of them, and you can get one of the strings and take one. And I don't know. Let me even show you a single string, which is, that's why it's good to use Scotch tape at the ends of them, so you can see, you can handle it much easier. That's the extra woolly nylon. Okay, and this is the regular woolly nylon thread. So here you can see a huge difference. You can pretty easily break that up. That's why I prefer the extra, and invisible as well. Pretty hard to see you. And see, I just break it again. So it's really not to handle for a good, for secure performances. So I always use the extra woolly nylon, and it's much better. And you know, if you feel you don't have time, you don't want to buy just for the performance, you can get any nylons, ladies nylons. You can. I'm gonna explain that in other videos. You can get a little piece. This is you can get actually elastic invisible thread from the nylons. This one has 18% spandex, 12% I believe, but spandex is one of the more resistant invisible threads. Now you can even get two for $1 in Walmart, well, everywhere pretty much, dollar store, anything. You can get these little pieces. You can even get over here and invisible thread nylon, which is made of 100% nylon, and get just a little piece because it's just, you know, around the fingers, which is not for a large performances. And if you do it, you can even film it for your fiance or your girlfriend right in front of you, and the camera right in the side, so you can do it for the camera and your fiance in real life, and you know, share it with people you want to. And that's it.